Hello and welcome to the 88 Supercar Challenge. This is part 2 of us testing the cars in BeamNG. With me is my test driver. Say hello.
Hello, I'm a test driver.
You are indeed. First up from Stellar Gale, we have the Thunderbolt LM62 Turbo Harrier. Yeah, let's begin.
Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say it, I did not enjoy driving this car very much.
Well, you gave it a 4 out of 10, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll list
No,
off
the
the
pros
things.
were it was fast in a straight line, the cons were,
Everything else.
yeah.
The brakes, very sensitive, like, that was like, what, 50% and they were locking up, so.
Yeah, no ABS.
No
They're
ABS.
340mm with 3 pistons, so
Yeah,
yeah, they want to lock up.
yeah, it's because race car, probably.
Hmm.
Another small gripe was the wing. It just kept falling off on my test runs, so it didn't fall
Yeah,
off this time, but it
you'd
just
like tap a wall, and then once you had that, you got no rear end grip at high speed.
it literally like almost on one of my test runs I actually managed to flip it because it didn't have a wing on it. We don't go into that because I don't like admitting my failures. Speaking of downforce, there's a lot of it at the back.
Yeah, you can see it there. It's all very far back. The front wheel's sort of wanting to lift up off the ground.
I bet if
Which,
you drove it over a hill, it would. I want to test that.
just go full Mercedes at Le Mans.
Yeah,
We need
no.
Mark Webber here to test it.
Yeah, but like, I kept understeering on my test runs as well, and on this one, kind of, but yeah. Also,
It's
yeah,
most noticeable near the end of this run.
it was just
And yeah, this car, very thirsty. You played it
very.
in, 700 horsepower, twin turbo, very rich fuel mixture. So understeer.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, you can in any second now.
There it
Well,
goes.
it conked out, and then he paused it or cut the replay instantly.
Yeah, because I'm professional.
Very professional.
4.2 kilometers boost.
Yeah.
That's not very far.
No, it isn't. Let me just write that down because this is the first time we're doing this.
Yep.
Yep. There we go.
Very cool.
Yeah, anyway, on to the next car. Next up from the Real Emile, we have the
Jurovsky Curve Super Road Car V10 Concept 88th Edition Plus.
It's some Ukrainian word that means great success.
It's a bit of a meme.
Yeah,
Anyway.
just a bit. Anyway, you gave this car a 3 out of 10.
Yep. Because, to be honest, the car wasn't a great success.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Yeah. I was gonna try and say the name of it, but never mind.
No one can.
Yeah.
We should get him to actually say it and just dub it over. Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah, anyway, all-wheel drive. Quite a rear bias setup, I think? 60/40.
Yeah, so 10 block stars.
Yeah.
It was a bit turbo laggy, just a bit. No ABS, I don't think, or maybe just really bad ABS. I don't know.
There's no turbos either.
Oh, so it's just engineered turbo lag then. Minus turbos.
Yeah.
He did it! That is a great success. Okay.
Yeah, no, 605 horsepower, but it's very peaky. So
It felt like it had turbo, so I'm just gonna say it's turbo lag.
well, he does have a Honda. Maybe he's trying to implement all the lagging on the boost.
Just to spite you.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was okay to drive-ish, kind of. It was just like a bit heavy, I guess. Because
yeah, it's sort of just, well, you could see how much like pitching about under braking and things. It's just sort of heavy.
yeah, the suspension was very soft for some reason.
Yeah, probably to try and meet comfort and things like that. Comfort
Also,
but yeah,
fun fact: this thing doesn't complete a lap, so
as we're about to see now.
it ran out in
In
the
fact,
tunnel.
4 kilometers.
4 kilometers,
I'm going to count it as where it actually conked out.
which
I'm not
was
sure we've been consistent there, but
yeah,
it's like 1 point difference. So
yeah. I think on automation the Stellar Gale Stellar Gale car was like a bit more fuel efficient, but this one just ran out a lot quicker because I was driving like an idiot. Anyway,
well, this car was more efficient. This one was actually got like 12 mpg or something.
oh, was that...
So it is just interesting. I mean, it's sort of, yeah, setting up your car for fuel economy and automation doesn't really translate to this because it's about the way you drive it as well.
yeah.
Anyway, next car from Micomp 7, the Ecomobile All-In 2.7 litre twin turbo V12. An interesting car for sure.
It was.
Do you want to start?
Ooh. Yep,
Amazing.
I'm starting.
Perfect.
We're very good at this boost.
Yeah, we are. Amazing. Yeah, so this car getting very sideways now.
Yeah. It was
Turbo lag.
It was turbo lag. That's a good sum up of this. It was a weird setup. I don't think it was made for like Beam like at all, but that's beside the point.
Definitely. Sort of a bizarre combination of cars. Like sort of in general, it's just sort of lots of weird things. The tiny turbo engine, but it's still a V12. The race car looks, but then you can see how much it's moving about on the suspension.
Yeah, like going into
Watch
this
it
corner.
under braking. Yeah.
Like ready?
And it almost does a stop it. In fact, I'm pretty sure if it weren't for the front bumper hitting the ground, the back wheels might lift off.
Speaking of, on every single test run, the splitter came off, including this one. It should be like a perfect like semicircle here, but like it's cut off there, which I think looks better, but it's not supposed to happen. So anyway,
no, it's like a 1980s Active Aero.
yeah.
Well, you have to knock it off over one of the curbs before it's straight.
Anyway, viscous diff, so it was obviously the best thing to drive, as shown there.
Yeah.
Very soft suspension, so that just aided in how bad it drove, and turbo lag just also it weighed quite a lot. At least it felt like it.
1,300 kilograms. It's not the heaviest car, but
it's still pretty heavy.
yeah, considering I mean it's only 300 horsepower. Well, only. I mean for this challenge that's kind of low, but yeah, I think it just didn't really have the sort of performance.
Also,
Although,
actually, now that I remember, it had quite a lot of downforce, but like the brakes were like set too far rearward. So like after that tunnel, like I'd get on the brakes and I'd just spin.
yeah, over 120 miles an hour, about 200 on there. Actually a bit lower than that, over about 100 miles an hour. Basically there's more front end grip than there is braking power because of the downforce.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about it? Is there wings at the front that have just been hidden away?
It probably is. I'll check after I stop the replay, which is right here, which is ready, and donk.
Cool.
There it is.
5.6 kilometers. I've
That's
noticed
further.
that, yeah.
That's further than the other things. Also, is that a wing?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a wing. That's probably not a wing. Just being funny. Because
I know like the splitter bits don't actually add downforce since they're not wings, but yeah, it's interesting.
Anyway, yeah. So not much else to say.
This car, yeah, it did decently, I guess. It traveled a decent amount of distance. What we've noticed is things either run out of fuel early or they get to about this bit.
Yeah, they get to like just this hairpin at 5.4 kilometers, and then they run out of fuel, or we have to stop the replay.
Yep.
Either way, next car time.
Next up from Echo Waffle 8, there's Shibu. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. They sent me how to pronounce it properly, but I can't figure out where it is, and I can't be able to search through all my messages from him. So, yeah, you're having that butchered pronunciation. Let's go.
We're starting.
442 horsepower.
And it was
from
very...
a 2.5 litre.
Jesus Christ. It was a fun car to drive, I'll say that. Not saying I'm not saying I enjoyed it, but it was fun.
So fun it got a 4 out of 10.
Yup. I think you'll see why at the end, but, you know...
Look at the way it shakes and vibrates under braking.
It does that.
I think it's BeamNG being funny with fiberglass panels.
Yeah. I think it just does that with any, like, really light car. Anyway.
Might be that too. But, yeah, very soft suspension as you can see.
Yeah, I actually tested this in grid map. It actually does wheelies if it's on the right surface. So, I'm gonna give that a bonus point for that, actually. Because it does wheelies. Yes, I am. Right now, okay. I've just decided.
He is in charge of it, so... Well, have I changed that to a 5 then?
You're changing that to a 5.
Okay. That's a 5-point bonus. Cool.
Yep. You're welcome. Just because it does wheelies, that's cool. Other than that, though, nothing really special. It's just kind of high up, kind of soft suspension. It does that. That's why I gave it a 4 originally.
Hits a bump, sort of just kicks about.
Yeah, it's like,
this
no.
Is the only car though with the proper diff.
You can see that because it just. I expected it to not do that because I'm used to viscous diffs.
You were better say something positive there about it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Decent straight line speed, thanks to all that power.
Bit understeery.
Yeah. No, that's the ultimate racing line, and now you've reduced drag a bit.
You know, you go quicker when you wall ride. Learn that from Forza.
Yeah, I would like to point out too, this car has the second lowest MPG, 7.2, which is 0.3 higher than the first car we had, Stellar Gales. Going a bit further. Just a bit.
Just a little tiny bit.
I'm not sure why.
Neither am I, honestly.
I think that's like...
It could be the weight.
It might be the weight, yeah, but I think it's too different.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Actually, no, it's the wall riding strats. It's coming up here. You ready? There it is, on the wall, Lightning McQueen style, and it
literally ran out of fuel as you did that snap. I would like to point out, it wasn't like it hit the wall and it was just like we were close to it. No, it literally emptied the tank. It might have even be why it snapped. Just like losing power there, and it just...
I don't know.
Locked wheels.
Also,
yeah,
the beam replays being funny, it didn't run out of fuel. I checked this before, it didn't. It's weird.
Yeah. Next. And finally, from Luftein, the Eris Falcon. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
I think it's Falcon, but whatever.
Falcon. Yeah, potato, tomato. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I hated this car.
You gave it a 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Strong there. Yeah, very turbo laggy car. This car had 500 horsepower. You couldn't use it unless you were bouncing off the red line.
It around hairpins, it handled like a front-wheel drive car. The top speed was like what, 112 because Beam is funny as well as automation.
No, yeah, it's all automation really. Not automation being funny, just the turbo lag meaning, and it's being severely overgeared.
But like it just started to cut throttle because it was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think this car slightly confused Beam. Yeah, turbo lag, not great. I am surprised actually about how this car managed to go so far. Also, Nicely done there.
Yeah.
Very good. But yeah, this car had like a massive difference between the front and rear tyres. Even though it had rear biased all-wheel drive, 65% power to the rear wheels, it had two 1.5s at the front and two 8.5s at the rear, which you can probably notice from
Yes.
tyre sizes.
It's a fairly big difference.
There is.
And
Yeah,
here's the lag.
big wheels. Yeah. Foot flat there, and it's like barely gaining speed, even though it's supposedly got 500 horsepower.
Speaking of foot flat, at the top it says my throttle input. If it says like 30 to 40%, I was flooring it. It just wouldn't let me go any faster than that. Beam's just having a fun time.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure why it's doing that. You would have thought it leaves the throttle wide open, but yeah, maybe it's got a limiter set in.
It could do, I don't know.
Oh yeah, what did you think of the brakes of this?
I guess we'll find out. I don't,
You've
honestly,
prepared notes.
honest to God, I don't remember. I think they were
I suppose
fine.
it wasn't really going fast enough to like test the brakes out.
Yeah, I mean here, actually I think they were really weak. Yeah, they were.
The front brakes were, according to this, the front brakes were too weak, which is really weird considering how much narrower they are.
Actually,
The
no,
front tyres are.
I think on the first lap breaking into the first hairpin, or second hairpin I guess, the one that isn't on dirt, this one, the brakes started fading. I was like, oh no, this is bad.
That's interesting, because according to this, there's literally no brake fade, and it does have like a bit of brake clutch, which I believe helps in BeamNG, so that's quite interesting, actually.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And
Anyways, we come to the end.
we're coming up to 3 minutes now.
Yeah.
And
This time you do it a little less nicely, but you time it well there.
yeah.
As it ends. Really, we just
Very
want to
nice.
get BeamNG destruction points in.
Hmm.
It's also the third car in a row that's done 5.6 kilometers, so I'm really beginning to think that maybe the system isn't working particularly well.
No, it's different from the 5.4 that was on last episode. Actually,
Yeah.
maybe it's a
Free
different
5.4.
trend. It's a different trend each episode.
Alright, so next one we're going to get like 7.2 or whatever, and everyone's going to accuse us of like
Rigging.
rigging these, yeah.
Anyway, points time, I guess.
Yeah, you'll put the points up on things like that.
Yeah.
I need to sort this out. I haven't really prepared this problem. I'm just going to list the cars in this episode and what points they got. So Stellar Gale now has 325 points, which I believe puts them in second. Emile got 277, which puts them in. Micomp 7, 289 points. Ecowaffle 8, 238 points, and Luftein 237, 1 point difference there. I'm hoping we get some tight like gaps between people. It'll be a little awkward if one person does just run away with it, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway,
Yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. Until next video, goodbye.